is one of the city's most vibrant communities, and with locals hailing from across the globe, the food is just as diverse. To truly savour this cultural melting pot, I'm on a Marrickville producer tour with foodie queen Maeve O'Mara. And our first stop, Vanilla Cheese.
So, Anthony, vanilla is the real deal when it comes to Italian soft cheese.
Yeah, absolutely. We're really proud to bring the burrata, that beautiful creamy product, to Australia many years ago, and we're still making it the traditional way, the way they've been making it for over 500 years.
And family business, so Vito brought the skills from Puglia.
That's right, originally from the south of Italy, in Puglia, and bringing that beautiful skill and that experience over to Australia, and now we're making lots of many different cheeses under his mentorship.
With Maeve, you'll see Vito and his team at work on the factory floor, then sample the fruits of their labour. And the king of Italian salt cheeses, burrata, of course.
So it's a textural thing. You've really got three textures. You've got the stracciatella creamy inners of the burrata, then you've got the beautiful, delicate, soft skin on the outside, then the knot is much more firm because it's been stretched.
You're right, it is so creamy.
Yeah.
And it's melting on my tongue.
So burrata actually means buttery. So the mouthfeel that you're supposed to get when you eat this product is that beautiful, buttery, creamy mouthfeel.
It is, it's all around my mouth. Oh, cheese tasting is thirsty work. So our next stop, Poor Tom's Gin, has the perfect thirst quencher, strawberry G&Ts. Sean, how do they make the strawberry gin?
Strawberry gin, we use our Sydney dry gin as a base. Into that we steep 42 kilos of fresh strawberries.
Wow.
So that's going into a 750 litre batch of gin.
I believe it's like a giant tea bag.
Yeah, so we take all our strawberries and we top and half them, which is like a pretty big process. Like, you know, that's a lot of strawberries.
Yeah. The strawberry G&Ts are sensational. And there's much to learn when it comes to making gin. But on this tour, there's more people to meet and more food to eat.
Well, we've landed in heaven. It's lunchtime, and let me introduce David Sticks Allison and the wonderful cafe and food zone that he's created. So you'll be eating food direct from his farm. You've got a pastry chef who cooks like the angels.
Unbelievable.
And a mushroom farm that we're going to see. Like, it's got absolutely everything.
Much of the fresh produce is sourced straight from David's organic farm on the Hawkesbury. Except for the exotic mushrooms grown just upstairs in a less than exotic incubation room.
Henrik rang me up on a Friday night and he was so excited about growing mushrooms. And then we've been producing around 40 to 50 kilos a week.
So this would be the lowest food miles of any food business in Sydney.
It gets cut there and cooked there.
Nice.
Like down 2 flights of stairs, that's it.
As well as to the restaurants in Sydney. So we service multiple restaurants in Sydney and we'll cut them within the hour and then take them straight to the restaurants.
When you dine with Maeve, it's straight to the chef's table, overlooking the kitchen and the chefs at work. Lunch is a feast, but dessert here is the ultimate treat. Wow, look at the 9-layer honey cake, Maeve.
Isn't it extraordinary? So the pastry chef here, Daria Nici-Borienko, this is her tradition, but she's changed it and put dolce de leche between 9 layers of super fine sponge. Welcome to my world.
This tour is definitely a food lover's delight. What's better than a tour with Maeve? A tour with Maeve and her daughter Kitty. Let's go, ladies.
Underway.
Evening safaris through the colourful streets of Newtown and Enmore is the latest offering from this dynamic mother-daughter duo.
There's colour and movement and street art and incredibly creative people around almost every corner.
G'day.
Hey, Andrew.
I'm making some wax lanterns. I'm just cleaning it up because when these go in the water, they get a bit of a film on them. And now I'm going to iron it.
Andrew from Stacks of Wax has been handcrafting candles in this Newtown alleyway for over 20 years.
I'm going to use this beautiful old hamburger grill, which we had cleaned up, to jazz it all up, and everyone thinks that we're very good at what we do.
Andrew's shop is just out front, where you can purchase his luminous creations. This tour is big on artisans and art.
This piece is called Birds of Paradise. by an artist called Jumboist.
But it's also big on food. And this time we're off to Sri Lanka at Colombo Social.
Oh, wow.
This looks great.
These are delicious. A bit of Sri Lanka and a bit of Sean's mum's cooking.
I called my mum at about 1 o'clock in the morning and I said, "Hey Mum, what are you doing?" She was fast asleep. I said, "There's about 17 of us coming over in 20 minutes. Can you cook something for us?" And she cooked the most incredible spread of her dal and her curries.
In the tradition of Sean's mum's cooking, the food here is authentic and delicious. No dinner in Enmore is complete without stopping by here. Cow and the Moon make some of the best gelato in the world. And they've got the award to prove it. Thank you so much, ladies. This tour has been a blast.
Our absolute pleasure.
Anytime.
And I think it's safe to say, I'm over the moon.
Experience the taste of the inner west with Maeve's Food Safari. For all the info on these fantastic food tours, head to sydneyweekender.com.au.